I hope everybody had a really good weekend. This is week 1. First announcement, have you got your team ready for the cancer relay race on October the 12th? It's not too late to get a team together, and the house team with the most participants will receive 5 extra team points for their team. You need a team of 4 people from your house, and you can create your own team with your friends, or you can talk to your house team captain and they'll sort you out, they'll get you organized and put you into a team. The cost is $5 and the proceeds will go to the Cancer Association of Grand Bahama. A big thank you for all of the students who partook in the International Coastal Cleanup, the beach cleanup this weekend. We're just going to show you a few photos from that event now. On October the 3rd, we are having a college counseling and Naviance evening for all of the parents, so please make sure that your parents have this marked on their calendars. Another announcement, the PSAT will take place on October 16th at 8:30 in the morning. If you're interested in taking this test, you can speak to Ms. Doland. I know there's a small registration fee, but other than that, it's really simple to take it. And now we have a lot of team points for this week. Ms. Flusen awards to Tania Martin to giving a helping hand, Mr. Ronson to Asif Robinson, Chad Haddad, and Caitlin Farrington for winning the solubility game SNAP in chemistry, Mr. Lowry to Alex Van Aberdale, George McInnes, and that's for helping moving heavy tables for the PTA Carnival, and Mr. Lowry, Alex Thompson for working hard and cleaning up the absolute end on Friday night at the PTA Carnival. And now moving on to the weekly academic challenge. 2 team points for reading the directions and answering everything correctly goes to Sarah Pace, Liam Brown, and Jessica McBrayer. Also Grace Cafarata, Lauren Ritchie, and Tamia Gray. And 1 point for getting 1 of the 2 answers correct. We have quite a lot of these. And those names are Arabella Ferguson, Arja Ling, Julia Meller, Nicholas Lane, Olivia Cafarata, Andrew Goodrum, Trevor Goodrum, Nicholas Roll, Audrey O'Brien, Robert Pitter, Spencer Graham, Gareth Kirkby, Jonathan Graham, Carly Breyer, Andrew Hinley, Rumer Comer, Alex Vaughn, Cassie Haddad, Michaela Ince, Eric Gregeroff, Nina Sanchez, and Nicholas Rui. So our team point totals for this week: in 3rd place is the Blue Marlins with 20 team points. In 2nd place, the Red Snappers with 23, and in 1st place is the Green Morays with 27 team points so far.
Our next segment will be called Holla, 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 Holla.
Holla! 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 The point of this segment is for students and teachers to point out people in the LIS community who they think should be recognized.
Shout out to Matthew Roberts for getting a 6 on the first test on chapter 1 from physics.
I'm just giving a birthday shout out to Nick.
Thank you.
Shout out to Dr. B for being a great homeroom teacher.
Shout out to Stevie the Conk Man for being so conky.
The news crew went around LIS one day last week at lunch to ask some students what they thought was going on in Syria at the moment. Here are some of their answers. What's going on in Syria right now?
There's a war going on, I think. No, I think it's a war. I am not an IB2. Just fighting and stuff.
Syria. And now, over to Annabelle to tell us what's really going on in Syria.
If you are like most people, you hear about Syria in the news, but maybe you don't fully understand what is going on. So in the next 2 minutes, the LIS news crew plans to bring you up to speed. In March 2011, protests broke out. About 15 students were arrested for writing anti-government graffiti. Locals believe a series of peaceful protests, and on March 18, 2011, government troops opened fire on the civilians. What intentionally began as a protest for peace and democracy later turned out as a new government and a current president to step down. A civil war broke out with the rebels wanting the current regime to step down. The date, over 100,000 people had died and over 1 million Syrians have become refugees to avoid the civil war. In August of this year, chemical weapons were used in a city outside of Damascus, which has been confirmed by the UN. Syria is one of the 5 countries in the world that has not signed a treaty banned the use of chemical weapons. It is believed that President Assad ordered the use of the weapons on the people of Syria. Over 1,000 citizens were killed in the attack. President Assad claims that it was not true, and it actually the rebel forces who used the weapon to make it look like Syrian government used them. Several countries like the United States, Britain, would like to send missiles into Syria to send the message to Assad government and give them a warning not to use them again. Syria's ally, Russia, is against this auction, and both the US, Britain, and Russia sit on the UN Security Council. For the UN to take action, there has to be a unanimous vote of all the member countries. The Russian government has offered some diplomatic solutions, and the world is waiting to see if their solutions work. While the President of the United States has the power to send the missile to Syria, he has asked the Congress for approval and has currently postponed any action until the diplomatic solutions with Russia have been exhausted. 2 questions arise. 1. Why is the US and Britain getting involved in a civil war on the other side of the world? And 2. Why does Russia not condemn Syria's actions? After World War II, where 6 million Jews were killed in Germany, the United States, Britain, and several other countries took the stance that they would not allow this to happen again. Their countries believe that people have the right, and when they feel the rights of the citizens are being suppressed by the government, they get involved. Russia, a long-standing ally of Syria, and these 2 countries have a lot of trade partnerships. If you view being allies like friendships, Russia is standing up for their friend. Syria's government has cast a doubt on the evidence and what they claim could be possible. Until there is a definite proof that Syria's government used these weapons, Russia is backing up their friend. No one in this situation wants more war, and everyone would like peace. Russia's offer of diplomatic solution could be a long way of solving the conflict. We just have to wait and see.
It's time for rapid fire.
In this week's segment, we'll be getting to know Mr. O'Sullivan, who teaches history. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Go. Okay, where were you born?
Ireland. What's your middle name?
John. What's your favorite movie?
The Schindler's List. Favorite food?
Pasta. Can you juggle?
Absolutely cannot. What's your lucky number?
47, strangely enough. What was your last dream?
When or what?
What was it?
What was it? Fall. Do you sing in the shower?
I do not, I can't sing.
What toy did you play with most when you were a kid?
Football.
Would you rather be 4-5 or 7-7?
4-5, definitely.
Have you ever been in a newspaper?
Not that I know of.
Do you do any other accents than your own, other than your own?
No, terrible at accents.
Jelly or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Storage Wars or Duck Dynasty?
Storage Wars.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Have you ever milked a cow?
I've never milked a cow.
Do you wear socks or sandals?
Both.
Or socks with sandals? Sorry.
No, absolutely not.
If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
I like flying. Flying would be useful.
What is your least favorite smell?
Least favorite smell. Sewage. Raw sewage.
And what's the weirdest job you've ever had?
Teaching here.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's about it for this episode of the LIS Student News. We hope you have a great week.